Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Kosciuszko Bridge. For the record, on the Queen's side. So, I'm still the borough president. We want to make some acknowledgments of those that have joined us here tonight. We would like to acknowledge Attorney General Tish James. We want to acknowledge Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney. I want to acknowledge Congressman Gregory Meeks. From the Assembly, we have Joe Lenthal standing next to me, who you'll hear from. Assemblywoman Kathy Nolan. Assemblyman Dan Rosenthal. And Assemblymember Joanne Simon. Councilmember Karen Koslowitz. And I want to acknowledge all the men and women from labor who made this bridge happen. I want to acknowledge Hunter Katz, who's here, and Carter Katz, who's here, whose back is turned. My children, very nice, thank you. Members of the Polish-American community that are here today, the governor's administration, members of the Stakeholder Advisory Committee who made this happen and followed it daily. We are here for the opening of the Queens-bound way on the Kosciuszko Bridge. And I want to remind, what? Nothing. So, in fear of getting the governor's retribution, I'll just say, let's keep in track. 5 lanes to Queens, 4 lanes to Brooklyn. But in all seriousness, this project is a product of a governor who sees the future. This project is the product of a governor who takes a look at something that needs to happen in the state of New York. And he doesn't say why it's too difficult. He doesn't say why it can't happen. He takes a look at projects like an $8 billion project of LaGuardia. He takes a look at a project like the $13 billion at Kennedy Airport. He takes a look at the Kosciuszko Bridge, which was an eyesore from anywhere in the boroughs that you looked. And he says, I don't want to hear why this can't happen. I want to see how you get it done. Show me how we get these projects done in the state of New York. And that is the symbol and the true leader that the governor is. And so I want to thank him, not only because he's a Queens boy, and we love the fact that he's a Queens boy, but he has truly shown the rest of the nation what you can do when you have a value system, which means that we need to build, that we need to create jobs that are trades, when we need to be the focal point and the example for the rest of this country as to what the state of New York should look like. So I am very proud of our governor. I'm proud of the men and women who fought to make this happen, that built this bridge. I'm proud that, by the way, it's 4 years early to completion. And I challenge the governors in every other state to do that also. So now it is my honor to welcome Assemblyman Joe Lenthal to the stand. He is an amazing assembly member, always there when we need him. Longtime member of the New York State Assembly, member Joe Lenthal.
Thank you. Thank you, Melinda. Is anybody here from Brooklyn? Yeah! All right. So I just want to remind my dear friend Melinda Katz that we are on the Queens side, and the destination is Brooklyn, over the bridge.
We like Brooklyn, too.
I just want to, thank you, Melinda. We love you anyway. We got a bit of rain tonight, but so what? We got a lot to celebrate. And I especially want to thank our host tonight, the Honorable Governor Andrew Cuomo. Let's give him a round of applause. Now, we are opening this bridge, and you heard what Melinda said. She's right. It is on the backs of labor, who did a fantastic job. And they did it in record time. But I have to say this. It's very important to understand that this didn't happen 10 years ago. This didn't happen 5 years ago. This didn't happen with any other governor where we saw a bridge being created. And it shows you that it is labor that gets the work done. But doesn't it take leadership? Yes. The kind of leadership we're getting from Governor Andrew Cuomo. That's what it takes. And so I know that the opening of this bridge means a lot to everybody in the city of New York, but it's especially meaningful for the people of Brooklyn and Queens who have languished so long with a bridge that needed desperately to be repaired. And we got it done. And we got it done in a different way, because we not only created a bridge, a beautiful bridge, we also created a much-needed open space park under the bridge in Brooklyn. And in addition to that, the governor saw fit to open up or to build a new park in Queens, because everybody didn't like the idea of this bridge being built under their noses, and they deserved something in repayment for that. And they got a bridge in Brooklyn, they got a bridge in Queens, they got a park in Queens, and we got an under-the-bridge park in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. In addition to that, since it's the Kosciuszko Bridge, the governor understood that the memory of Thaddeus Kosciuszko, a Polish hero in the Revolutionary War who died as a martyr in that war, should continue to be remembered. And I'm proud of that because of the Polish community that I represent. Thought it was very important that that name continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud tonight, extremely proud, to be able to introduce to you my governor, the great governor of the state of New York, Andrew M. Cuomo.
Thank you. Is tonight a great night or what? Now, on this Queens-Brooklyn competition we have on the stage here, I am the product of a mixed marriage. My mother's from Brooklyn, my father's from Queens, so I get it both. This bridge has a lot of people who made it possible. The men and women of labor, certainly. It does not happen without Assemblyman Joe Lenthal and Assemblyman Kathy Nolan making it happen. Let's give them a round of applause. It does not happen without our federal partners, Carolyn Maloney and Greg Meeks, getting us the federal money that we needed. It does not happen without a lot of community people who put their own self-interest aside and said, let's build the bridge. Let's give them a round of applause. And it was long overdue. The Kosciuszko Bridge was built 80 years ago. It was supposed to handle 10,000 cars. It was handling 200,000 cars. It was a choke point for years. It obstructed traffic. It was dangerous. So it had to be done. The new bridge is smart. It has more lanes. They are wider lanes. It is not as steep a bridge, so the traffic can move faster. It's going to reduce traffic 65%. That will make the environment better and everything better. Not only did we build a bridge, but Joe is exactly right. We said, how do we help the community that has been dealing with this for so long? And we have a 30,000 square foot park on the Queens side. We have a pedestrian and bicyclist ramp on the bridge. And Joe's dream of a 7-acre park under the bridge on the Brooklyn side, under the K, $7 million in state funding to make that dream a reality. That's going to be beautiful. A lot of people worked very hard to make this possible. Building a bridge is not easy. Building a bridge is hard. But building a bridge is great. And New York was built from doing great things. Somewhere along the way, this nation forgot how to do great. We lost our confidence. We lost our swagger. We lost that arrogance that we had that said we can do what no one else did. You look at the state of New York. You look at New York City. We did things that people said couldn't be done. You tell us we can't do it. We'll show you how. We built the tallest buildings. We built the longest bridges. We built the deepest subways. They all said we couldn't do it. All the cynics and the skeptics, they nipped at our heels. And we built the greatest state on the globe because we wouldn't take no for an answer. And doing great things is hard. And that's why this bridge is great, but it was hard. And we're not afraid of hard. We're going to build LaGuardia Airport, the first new airport in 25 years. We're going to build a new JFK Airport because it's hard, but it's great. We're going to build a new Javits Center because it's hard, but it's great. We're doing electronic tolling because it's hard, but it's great. We're building a new Long Island Railroad because it's hard, but it's great. That is the New York way. And we're going to remind New Yorkers what it takes to be great and what made us great. And we're going to show this nation what we can do when we are at our best. And speaking about our best, the name Kosciuszko, which I mispronounced for many, many years, I want you to know. But now that I know better, the name Kosciuszko is an honor to the Polish American people and the Polish community, and it should be. And the name Kosciuszko says something else that is very timely today, at a time when this nation is questioning what does it mean to be an American, and who is an American, and what does America really mean. Thaddeus Kosciuszko, a Polish immigrant, came to this country to fight the Revolutionary War. Thomas Jefferson called him a son of liberty. He was essential during the Revolutionary War. Kosciuszko is the one who came up with the idea of the 60-ton chain that went across the Hudson River at West Point to stop the British ships from going up the Hudson River. That was Kosciuszko. And he was praised by our founding fathers. And what it reminds us all is don't tell me who's an American and who isn't an American, because we are all immigrants. We are Polish American. And it is the immigrants that made this nation. From the earliest days, from the Revolutionary War, it is the immigrants. It's Polish Americans, it's Asian Americans, it's African Americans, it's Italian Americans, it's Jewish Americans. But it's the second word that counts. They are Americans. They are Americans. And that's who built this nation. And don't forget it. And that's what Thaddeus Kosciuszko stands for. And when we remember that, when we remember who we are, when we are once again comfortable in our own skin, knowing who we are and where we came from, then we can get back to making this nation great. And New York is the place to look to find the way forward. Thank you, and God bless you.
Please direct your attention to the screens for a special video message.
Hello to everyone celebrating the opening of the new Kosciuszko Bridge. And congratulations to my good friend, Governor Andrew Cuomo. I wish I could be there with you, but I'm working up in Manhattan at the moment. I've got this little gig with my band at Madison Square Garden tonight. Now, people have been talking about replacing this bridge for a long time, a very long time. It was built 10 years before I was born. So now it's almost as old as Keith Richards. It's been a traffic nightmare, and it's long past its intended life. But building a new bridge isn't easy, and it took this governor to get it done, and ahead of schedule. I love my city, and I love my state, and I'm proud to have a governor who feels the same way. So congratulations, Brooklyn. Congratulations, Queens. All New Yorkers celebrate tonight. Governor, your goddaughters and I are very proud of you for once again getting the job done. And for everyone in New York celebrating the opening of the Kosciuszko Bridge tonight. God bless you. Thank you.